Hey everybody, welcome back to day 4 CES wrap-up here, live from Las Vegas. We've had an action-packed week.
Yes, we have. Wrap-up session, day 4. Can you guys believe it's been 4 days? Live streaming, bringing all this content to you guys. We really like the comments, by the way. We're getting a lot of comments on Facebook and YouTube. You guys are, liking a lot of the content that we have, which is great. We want to continue to bring that to you. We're also going to continue to bring you this type of video live streaming sessions when we come back from CES as well in the office and kind of keep you guys entertained too. So Dustin, it was your first time here at CES. What did you think?
Oh man, it was a ton of fun.
Yeah.
A ton of fun for sure.
Yeah. What was kind of the highlight? I'm going to put you on the spot.
Smart
Okay.
bathrooms?
Smart bathrooms were great.
We saw color.
We did see the Alexa enabled shower head, which was pretty cool. Another cool thing that we saw today was the BMW experience.
Yeah.
Where they had guys just kind of drifting, doing little figure eights.
They
little
drive
side
almost
shows.
as crazy as Allison. Just kidding.
That's not true.
Just kidding.
That's not true.
So actually, it's kind of cool because they're drifting.
Yep.
They're doing donuts. We're kind of scared the whole time. And when they're doing that, we were thinking because Allison has a BMW here, an SUV, an X5, X3?
X3.
Yeah, X3. And so we're actually like, oh, I wonder if we're kind of joking around, be like, hey, Allison maybe can just come right in and just start drifting. And we got NETGEAR at CES hashtag on there, so that'd be kind of cool.
Would have fit right in.
I know, we should have snuck in. Sorry, we didn't do that for you guys.
Yeah, next time. Allison, what was your highlight? What have you been up to? Anything that you want to share with the team?
I know I said this the other day, but I think the highlight of my week was the Innovation Awards over at the Sands Expo. It was really, really cool to see, sort of the best of the best and being over there. And I mean, there's some groundbreaking stuff over there, so I think that was definitely my favorite.
Yeah, so we got a chance to go to the Innovation Award Center, and we got a lot of great footage with Orbi, Arlo, also Insight too. There's a big Insight screen TV monitor that has the software. You told us about this, but we didn't realize how crazy that was. That's kind of right in the middle of everything. People were taking pictures and even selfies with that in the background. So that's kind of nice to have it there. What about some fun? Have you guys been able to go out and have some fun a little bit? I know yesterday we went to a concert, but
Yeah. I mean, we talked about what we did the other day with with those 2 different concerts we went to, the private ones. We went to the Brooklyn Bowl yesterday to watch Joe Perry. Right?
Yeah, that was a lot of fun. So William Sierra, he's our video production manager, working behind the scenes. He was super excited to go, and we got a chance to go, and he was loving it the whole time, kind of rocking out. I didn't know a lot of the songs. I kind of knew some of them, but it was good. And it's nice to see all those guys kind of just so good at what they do. And that's the whole other part of CES that you get to experience when you're here. Yeah, cool. So I got to catch a flight. So I'm going to leave it to you guys. But before that, I just wanted to let you guys know that one of the good things about CES is the relationships and kind of the interviews that we can do with our partners. So we got a chance to sit down with the Beta co-founder, Beta store that we have. It's called Beta Silicon Valley. It's at Santana Row in San Jose, and it's our own store. So we got our products there. People can go and kind of play with them. So we got an interview here at CES with the Beta co-founder, and then also the San Jose team is going to give you guys a walkthrough of what that store looks like right after that. So that's going to be awesome. Leave you guys in good hands.
All
Allison,
right.
Dustin, take it
Safe
away.
travels.
Get out of here.
And yes, all right, take it on to the Beta store. All right, so we're inside the Venetian here with Beta. Thank you for having us here. Really appreciate it. So Beta and NETGEAR, we've partnered together to open up NETGEAR's kind of first store that we have at Santana Row, which is a big deal for us. We're really excited about it. The San Jose team is actually going to give you guys a sneak peek and kind of a tour of the store a little bit later in the show. But what we wanted to do is kind of hand it over to Beta, walk us through what Beta's done here. Is basically we have a suite, Beta has a suite here, and they've basically kind of decked it out to be like a mini store, which is pretty cool. So we have the displays, we have some of the products. So Beta team's going to walk us through the idea behind their store and what all the monitors and everything is. So go ahead and hand it over to you. Thank you for having us.
Yeah, fantastic. Thanks, Chris. Hello, everyone. My name is Philip Robb, and I'm one of the co-founders of Beta. And as Chris mentioned, yeah, we're really excited to have partnered with NETGEAR down in San Jose in our Santana Row location. It's something I think that really is just kind of the essence of kind of why we started the company, is being able to give makers the opportunity to be able to showcase their products in the way that they want.
Right.
We always felt like it would really, retail never gave makers a voice. Obviously, consumers always have a point of view, but like the makers who really kind of are the essence of retail were the ones that didn't have that place where they could come and showcase their products, but do it in a way that they felt like proud and really could take ownership of the way that the products are marketed, the way that the staff can articulate the value proposition of their products, and so that was why we created Beta. And so I'm really excited that we were kind of able to kind of take it to the next level
awesome.
with our our store in San Jose.
Yeah, and so the location of Santana Row is actually pretty awesome.
Yeah.
I think it's kind of with the exception of your San Francisco store,
Yeah.
but it's probably pretty good because we get a lot of tourists there.
Yes.
There's a lot of high-end shops in Santana Row, and we're actually right next to the Amazon bookstore,
Yep.
Which is cool too because Amazon has some of our products, and there's a lot of books, and people go there to study, to shop, to browse, and then when you come out of the Amazon bookstore and you look at the Beta store, it's a very clean, open space. Kind of very light, and it's a nice contrast to the
Right.
Amazon store. So
Yeah, I mean, Beta was always designed. It wasn't necessarily like kind of the stack them high, let them fly type of mentality. Right. It's more about it's about discovery, right? Yeah. It's about coming in, being able to get your hands on. Look, your products aren't necessarily impulse purchases. I mean, it takes sometimes people want to do their research. They want to make sure that they're getting the best products. So they want to go home. Maybe they're going to learn a little bit more information. So for us, it was always about where can you go? Can you discover a product? You can learn about the product. You can have somebody who can talk to you intelligently about it, because we know that at the end of the day that consumers are going to shop where they want to shop, right? Because they're getting, maybe they've got 2-day Prime or whatever have you. They're going to do and take actions because maybe there's a place that's more convenient for them where they want to shop in the comfort of their own home. Yep. But really, we felt like it was the great thing about Beta is that obviously you can purchase the products and the NETGEAR products in our store, but at the same time you could also if you don't feel pressured that if you learn about it there that you necessarily have to kind of come back. Yep. And as your point, you said, you have Santana Row. I can't think of a more kind of iconic place in the heart of Silicon Valley than to have it. So
exactly.
Especially with your corporate headquarters right there.
Oh,
so,
sure. Yeah, it's a great location. And our products actually kind of mix well too with your guys' look and feel in the store. Yeah. If we're looking at Arlo and Orbi, it's white finish, it's high-end kind of premium brand. And then our routers on the Nighthawk side, they kind of give that great contrast. The black with the black feel, and then especially we just launched our gaming router, Nighthawk Pro Gaming. That's our jerseys that we're wearing. So we're gonna have some really cool gaming displays coming up pretty soon in the Santana Row store. So I think it's a really good mix. It's definitely a good relationship there at the store in Santana Row.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, they're beautifully designed products, and I mean, we all know that. I mean, there's nothing more frustrating than when you have like bad kind of internet access and you're dropping things. And I think sometimes people don't realize the importance of kind of the behind the scenes and the networking side, as well as I think just the amazing things you guys have done with the Arlo products line. So yeah, we're really excited. Looking for the kind of see what's next between the two companies.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, sounds good. All right, so that was a good overview. So if you can walk us through your display here, what you have, I know this is a mini display compared to what the store has, but just kind of the meaning behind it, your thought process in terms of when you guys created this company, why you have the displays, because it's very different. You talked about users wanting to go in to a retail store and be able to kind of test out a product or even hold it in their hand, which they can't really do, and then to ask questions too. So your sales associates and your staff, they're very well equipped with all the knowledge about our products and support, which is great. So yeah, if you can walk us through, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, I think one of the fundamental things you said is it definitely is the staff, right? But more importantly, for us, when we started thinking about kind of the in-store experience, is that we realized that people if you give them an opportunity to engage with products, they will spend a lot of time because they become so kind of immersed in that. And they want those individual type of experiences. And we felt like that was really critical. So what you'll find if you walk into one of our stores, kind of similar to what we have here today, is that every product will have a digital display.
Okay.
And then all of the products will be out of box so that you can really get that hands-on kind of touch and feel. Like we as consumers still crave that tactile experiences. You know, despite the fact that we may purchase online, you see a lot of people today, this is kind of their behavior, right? They're actually standing there. You see people like literally on their phone now while they're actually purchasing a product that they literally just saw because they want to ensure that, again, that maybe they get the best price or it's delivered to them in the most convenient way because maybe they're on to dinner and they don't but they don't want to take a router home with them, right? Or a camera, right? They want it delivered on their doorstep. But the beauty is that you can, with our displays, is you can go in and on your own engage and learn about that product, right? So all of our displays, you know, give you product overviews, descriptions. You can go in and look at videos, and these are all controlled by the maker. So NETGEAR, you know, uploads all of the content here. So again, you as the maker have that control of what you want the consumer to see. And we work with, you know, because we work with hundreds of different companies, we understand like what are the best practices and what really is resonating best with consumers. And so we give that feedback to all of our partners. And so, you know, with that, you know, we help you create the best experience possible. But again, it's, you know, what we're finding is that the consumer then has the ability to learn on their behalf and their own behavior. And if they have that purchase intent, we have a buy now button, and they can have a beta tester come over and can go in and provide a demo and go into a much more kind of in-depth.
Yeah, sounds good.
Yeah.
So you mentioned beta tester.
Yeah.
And that's an interesting name for your
Yeah,
staff.
yeah.
What's kind of the meaning behind beta tester, and how did you guys come up with it?
Yeah, I mean, it's a little bit of a play on words in the sense of, you know, I mean, the whole idea of beta was always around the discovery of kind of new products, right? You know, and so we felt like, you know, that individual there is kind of that person to kind of help test the product out with you, right? Because a lot of times what we're finding is that 70% of all consumers that come in, even those individuals that purchase products in our store, are learning about products for the very first time. You know, maybe they're familiar with the name or the brand. Maybe somebody's, you know, heard of NETGEAR, but maybe they haven't heard of like Nighthawk, you know, line of products or Arlo, right? And so what's happening is that people are learning about that for the very first time. And so, you know, it's that tester that's like, hey, let's come in and let's understand. Let's talk about this product. What are your use cases? And really getting to understand the consumer and what their needs are, and finding the right solution. You know, and really for us, it's about not pushing a product because, again, we don't make any money off of the sale of the goods. We work with companies to curate the space and the services and make sure that they're getting the quality and the value that they want out of our stores. And I think that's kind of the beauty of what beta offers.
Yeah, that sounds good. So on the display here, you have overview, which is great. So, you know, to be honest, when we were looking to open up our beta store, you know, we're kind of worried about some of the imagery and also the content.
Yeah.
You know, and how do we make it look as good as you guys have in your Palo Alto or in your San Francisco store?
Yeah.
But you guys were great help, and you guys kind of turned all of our content into something that looks great in our display. So props to you guys for that. But so we have an overview section, which is, you know, kind of great.
Yeah.
And then the description.
Yes.
Right? So people can kind of read it. The video is actually pretty cool, and I think you guys do some kind of analytics on that too, right?
So we do, yeah. So one of the things, we've actually partnered with a company called Retail Next, which is also a San Jose-based company. And so with Retail Next, we can measure a variety of different kind of consumer engagements. So it's all anonymous. In the sense that, you know, it's really just kind of tracking movement and kind of people rather than actually a person or any kind of physical kind of attributes or anything of that nature. But so when somebody walks by one of our products, we track that as an impression. Just in the same way that if you were going to a website, you would be an impression of you had the propensity to be able to see that. When you stop and you discover a product, all of a sudden now we're measuring the fact that somebody is, so if I've stopped and I'm looking at kind of the Joy, you know, album, all of a sudden it's now recognizing that I'm here. So after 5 seconds, it starts to trigger to say, oh, there's a meaningful discovery that's happening with the product. And then furthermore, what we do is we look at like how long is somebody actually standing in front of there. So is that somebody standing in it for 5 to 10 seconds, or somebody been there like for a minute looking at that product? Right. And then the next and the final stage is really looking at the demo. So we can also track to say like, okay, you had a product demo today, and that's really critical, right? I mean, companies pay tens of thousands of dollars to go out and to put together marketing programs to capture an on-hand demo, all of which can be done in a beta store for significantly less.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. And I think the analytics piece is key for us.
Yeah.
And I think you guys are doing something totally different, because if we go into Target or even Fry's or other stores,
right.
I don't know if they're necessarily capturing all this data.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And this is good for us, because this is first person kind of real time data that we can use. How do our customers buy our products?
Mm-hmm.
And then when they are already a customer of NETGEAR, when they go into the store, what things did they have to say?
Yeah.
What are the common questions and things like that? So as we continue to evolve with beta, that's definitely something that we want to look at. Right. Because that feedback is pretty great and pretty awesome.
In addition to kind of the quantitative type of feedback, we also we have a great qualitative feedback that we provide to yourself and to makers, because really the idea is what we do is we can capture, for example, like if you and I are having this engagement, like what I would do if I were a beta tester, after the fact, I'm going to go in, I'm going to log information, based off of our conversation that comes back to you that says, we. This consumer learned about this product was learning for the very first time, and getting a little bit more kind of in depth. And to your point, that's not happening anywhere in retail today. And those are the things those are valuable insights, right? Because today we know what's happening very often, like if somebody abandons a web page or goes deeper into a click on a product detail page, but you just don't know what's happening, right? And like we're spending all of this money, in brick and mortar retail, and people are there constantly, but you never truly know exactly what's happening with your products in real time. And I think we're trying to solve that problem.
Yeah, so you guys are definitely looking to reshape, retail and into, something totally different.
Yeah.
So, you talked about beta, you're one of the co-founders. So maybe, when were you guys founded? Maybe a quick history of beta, kind of where this idea initially came up.
Yep.
Was it, at a coffee shop, or, you guys were in a car? There's a lot of cool stories. So maybe a little bit about your story.
Absolutely. Yeah, I mean, so myself and my other co-founders, we all met at Nest. So we all had worked together at Nest, kind of previous to kind of the Google acquisition. And really it was, I'd say, the brainchild of my other co-founder and our CEO, Vibhu, who, Vibhu's kind of a brilliant mind and always kind of thinking of like what's kind of the next thing. And he and I were working on, on a couple of retail projects together. And I think for him, he was trying to figure out, he was just, I think, always questioning things. And he was a software engineer by trade. And he just didn't understand, like, I would always tell him, no, you can't do that. That doesn't work. Right. Or no, and he's like, well, what do you mean it doesn't work? And like, technology can solve these problems. And I think from there, that snowballed. And I think, Vibhu like brought, myself and my other kind of co-founders really kind of started talking. And I'll never forget, like he and I were on a business trip in London one night in a pub, and started having this kind of deeper conversation of like, well, what if, and that kind of really kind of was, I think, kind of one of the catalysts to us ultimately, getting together and starting the company. And so we ended up, the company was founded in May of 2015, and we opened our first store in Palo Alto in December of 2015. And since then, we've grown. We have 9 locations, what are like beta branded locations, the NETGEAR partnership being one of them, down in Santana Row. And in addition to that, we also operate 70 shop-in-shops in partnership with Lowe's.
Oh, cool.
Yeah,
okay.
And so we actually have the Arlo product in those stores as well. So.
Cool. Yeah, so I started NETGEAR in 2015 in August, and shortly after I started, I actually went to your beta store before it was open. I was working with Jeremiah Al Yang and Robert Scoble and some other people for your Palo Alto store. So I got to see it, and I was like, oh, this would be a really good idea for NETGEAR. Fast forward 2 years. And now we're here, and we have a store. So it's really cool to see. It's kind of amazing to have this physical store.
Yeah.
So thank you for taking the time with us.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's anything else that you wanted to mention before we conclude the talk today.
No, I think the only thing I would just leave it with is, I think we're really excited, obviously, about this partnership because it's kind of taking, our vision of what we've ultimately saw as being able to help makers and give makers an opportunity to fulfill, I think, their dreams of being able to bring their products to to consumers, right. and having that direct kind of contact and that voice and that relationship. And I just think the problem is before is you always had the retailer who played this very big part, right. And you had the consumer here and you had the maker here, and the retailer took up a lot of that kind of white space. Yep. We always felt like the retailer should be actually much smaller, and that the consumer and the maker should have a much deeper relationship. But at the same time, being able to take all that getting all the noise and all the infrastructure out of the way and create that relationship. Okay. And so I think right now what we've kind of created and this partnership is really exciting, and we hope to continue to build on.
Cool. One last question. Yeah. Are you good at pool?
Yeah, you want to fire it up?
Yeah, I know. So yeah, we'll show some footage, but the suite you guys have here is pretty cool. Pool table here, so that's a nice thing.
Yeah, we were when we checked in, we were doing a little bit of haggling and negotiating, and I think we worked out pretty well. Yeah, exactly.
And then the nice view too. I'm sure that's nice at nighttime. All right, well, thank you very much for spending the time with us. Mm-hmm. We appreciate it. Now let's go ahead and go over to the NETGEAR team in San Jose. They're going to give you guys a peek into how the store actually looks and to talk to some of the people over there too.
Hey guys, welcome to our last day of the NETGEAR live stream. We're actually out here in sunny San Jose. We're actually in Santana Row. It's one of the biggest shopping destinations in all of Silicon Valley. So San Jose is the city that we've called home, that NETGEAR has been headquartered for over 20 years. So we thought it was pretty fit to open up actually our first retail store where you could touch and see and demonstrate some of our products here. So we kind of have a treat for you guys. We're going to take a tour around. We have our beta tester, Justin, who's going to take us on a tour and kind of show you what we got in store. So for all you locals out there, out here in the San Francisco Bay Area, please come and check us out. We're next to some of the coolest companies right here. We got our Amazon bookstore right here. We have Tesla down the road. So just come out. It's going to be really cool. So hey, let's go on a tour. Let's check it out. You kind of see it's a pretty big store. We're pretty new. We opened up in early December. So we'd love to show you for anyone who hasn't seen it yet. So Justin,
hey, how's it going?
How you doing? Been good, good. Hey, so for all the viewers out there who might not know exactly what beta is, or even why we're here in the first place, would you mind kind of like telling us pretty quickly what beta is?
Yeah, definitely.
What we do here?
Perfect, yeah. So beta stores were designed with the idea of try before you buy. And we specialize in the latest consumer gadgets that are brand new to the market. Mm-hmm. And we're able to do that by partnering with other startup companies and giving them a physical space to sell their product. Mm-hmm. We see retail as a service for these companies. So by building these stores and putting their product out of the box for the customers and the consumers to try, they really get to experience it and demo it before buying it. It's that whole sense of try before you buy.
Oh, okay, that's awesome. Yeah, so when you kind of describe a little bit what the layout is, we kind of see we have our whole NETGEAR section, but we have a lot of other stuff, see here, right?
So we try to design the store and organize the products in a lifestyle ways. So, what could be for your home, audio, for play, things like that. Right when you first walk into the store, you get to see this awesome NETGEAR feature table. So I believe most of these products were just brought this week.
Yeah. So actually, come and check this out. This is pretty cool. So for anyone who's tuned into the stream before, we just announced Nighthawk Pro Gaming. So you can see it in the flesh right here today, the XR500 gaming router. From NETGEAR, and then we have the SX10 gaming switch. So, for even those who might have pre-ordered on Amazon, if you haven't received it yet, you could come to the store right here today and touch, feel it, see it, and a lot of these products actually we'll have in stock for you. So even if you see an RBK 50 or something you want to try, buy, and you could actually take it home with you on the same day. Right?
Definitely.
Yeah. Yep, sweet.
After that, you kind of have your entire Orbi lineup. So we have that featured for you, RBK 30, 40, 50, the Pro. And I think you guys also, another new release for you guys, the outdoor Orbi. So definitely get hands-on for that as well for the customer.
So it's pretty cool. So, for anyone who may have been invited to our invite only, NETGEAR showroom on the Marriott, besides there, this is another spot where you could actually see outdoor Orbi right in person, because actually this is one of my first time seeing this unit too. So you could come and check it out. You could see the light, and you could read all about it right here.
Definitely.
It's really cool.
Yeah. After that, you kind of have your entire Arlo camera lineup from the Pro 2s, the Q, everybody's favorite accessory.
Oh yeah. This is pretty cool. So even when we started announcing the ghillie suit and Arlo Go, that's pretty cool. So, the ghillie suit, actually, believe it or not, pretty much works. Like, what I've heard about is that you put this thing in a bush, you put it in a tree, you really can't see it. This is it has actually certified camouflage.
Definitely.
Like, I didn't know that was a thing, but that's a thing.
Definitely draws the customer into the store. For sure.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. And kind of as you move back, you kind of get to see different other, the other few lineups. We have the cable modems, extenders. This is a really great feature table. It's kind of our integration side of the store. So it shows how the Arlo products, Nighthawk, Orbi, how you can integrate these into everyday life, through smart home. So through your Echo, your Alexa, Google Home. Customers love to see how they can take these products to the next level.
Ooh, and you just triggered it.
You just triggered her, yeah.
See, that's how good it is. I actually want to zoom in here. I actually noticed something. This is pretty cool, right? So this is the Arlo security light. We are not shipping this until the spring. So you could actually, again, see it, touch it, feel. I mean, I don't know if I'm allowed to touch it, sorry. But you could see it, that we have the security light even before it ships out. So you can kind of even get a taste before it's released.
Definitely, yeah. So as you kind of saw, the front half is the NETGEAR lineup. So that's kind of what we featured. So the front half is walking into the NETGEAR store, which customers are loving. But the back half, this is where I talked about having that variety of different companies and products and the consumer gadgets. This is where you get to see the latest stuff coming to the market.
Okay. So this is pretty cool. So we've been kind of talking about our products for quite some time over the stream, but actually this is really cool because kind of like our guys in the CES showroom who are out there on the convention center floor, seeing all the other different companies. This is kind of our taste to see what's really cool, right? So, kind of as you mentioned, this is kind of a space where startups or other people where it might be a little bit more expensive to buy a retail space at Best Buy or something like that. So this is like a lot of this stuff I've never seen. We live in Silicon Valley, so we kind of live and breathe this stuff, but
actually getting to see it,
like
demo it is a whole other thing.
Like I've never seen anything like this. How about we take a tour? We kind of look at what are some of the coolest products.
Show you. I mean, we have such a variety of stuff. I have a smart pen, digitizes all your notes. I have electronic writables, a ton of different versions of that.
Yeah.
Everybody loves a good electronic writable. I got a few more things to make your home a smart home, transitioning into that. I mean, any category you can think of, we probably have a product that can fit that lifestyle.
That's awesome.
For sure.
So, kind of as you mentioned, there's try before you buy. So are there any, maybe of your favorite products or, something where, we could try it? Let's, is there any good
I'll show you probably one of my favorites personally.
Okay.
Yeah, come over here. So this is called Mural. It's actually a digital screen. It's actually a digital frame. You never have to touch it. So it actually stores all its artwork on there. I'm changing this by a gesture. I'm not even touching the frame. There's a gesture sensors within the border. It's so crazy. It's awesome. It's beautiful. I mean, you get access to hundreds, thousands of licensed artwork from buying the product, as well as an added feature of also uploading your own photos, which is probably what I wanted for a little more for.
I just want to see myself on a pretty screen like that, right?
No, it's awesome. I mean, look, you have something for your home. I mean, I don't know if you guys have heard of NETGEAR, but this one's awesome.
So this is pretty funny, right? So kind of as, what our boy Dustin was talking about in our first day of the stream, at CES, you see some pretty crazy stuff. You see smart toilets, smart bathrooms. So we could actually see he wasn't kidding. This is, what is this?
So this is NETGEAR. What this does is it atomizes water. It atomizes your water droplets, and
that
it actually, because of that, you're actually saving 70% of your water, which is incredible.
That's awesome.
And it gives you a mist shower, actually. So a whole new
it's not some fancy
experience.
thing. You're actually saving the environment while you're
exactly.
using your smart shower, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So, as I mentioned, we're kind of in our little Silicon Valley bubble, but atomizing water droplets is new to me, and that's the future, right? Atomizing water droplets.
Next level.
I'm ready for that.
Definitely.
Yeah. So we kind of have some smart home stuff
Yeah.
here. What do we got in this little section?
Let's
It's pretty
see.
cool.
Yeah, this one's a really good one. So this product right here turns any flat screen TV into a tablet, essentially. So I would plug this into my TV, and essentially I now have a tablet. Works just like your phone. You can do presentations here, draw on it, make
That's
all of
crazy.
that, download apps, play games. Everyone's favorite Candy Crush game for some reason. But it's awesome.
So we kind of have like a little unit up here.
Correct.
So is this actually just sensing that I'm about to touch it, or
Yeah,
is this like an
so it
actual
uses
touch?
two sensors actually that know
Okay.
when you penetrate its layer
Okay.
to touch the screen.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's
which is
great.
how you can convert it to any TV up to 65 inches into a tablet.
That's so crazy. Sorry. So we got Sam Smith coming here.
Yeah.
We'll load that up later. But
Definitely.
this is honestly super cool. I was kind of mentioning like, so I had been to the beta store before, but
Yeah.
this was a while back ago. We were in the Palo Alto one. So I actually fell in love with it even before we were opening this one in Santana Row in San Jose. So I remember one of the first things that I saw there was like this pair of headphones that you put on, and then it comes with like this little backboard, and you essentially like put it on a chair or a sofa or something. So let's say you're watching a movie or just like a music video or something. So you put on the headphones, you sit on your chair, and then every time there's bass, it pretty much like vibrates like this backboard.
Yeah.
So it's like this whole crazy like immersive like body experience for like your music. And then I tried it, right? I
Right.
tried it. I didn't buy it, but like I tried it, and like that's why I was like, oh my god, like working for beta is actually one of the things that I wanted to do. But
Yeah.
that
it's-
Palo Alto commute has been
It's
crazy.
super exciting. I mean, that was our very first store, Palo Alto.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And hearing that, it's super awesome because that's the experience we want to get from our customers, And we change our product once a month. We get brand new products, so you don't,
sweet. Yeah.
you get to stay up to date with what's brand new, what's the latest.
So if I were
coming
to
out.
come back here in like a month or like
Yeah.
a year or something, like this whole session, maybe
Yeah,
something will be
you'll have a good
brand new.
Good 10% of the product will probably be brand new for you to experience. And
awesome.
we're here to be experts on these products, which we are, and educate our customers on what each of these do. That's what I love about this company.
Yeah, that's awesome. So, actually, I want to turn around here. This looks a little familiar, right? This is pretty cool. So we actually have our stream going on this little projector. This is pretty gnarly, right? So what is this?
This is the X Jimmy. So
okay.
it is a portable projector, 1080p HD quality. Screen size can go up to 300 inches. I mean,
my God.
you can see the screen already. I mean,
Yeah.
the color, the brightness.
So this looks good. Like we're out in like daylight. We got store lights going on. That's crazy, actually.
Yeah, I mean, we're live
can see it
streaming.
that well.
And we're live streaming CES.
Yeah,
so-
we are live streaming CES, so stay tuned, right? So, yeah, I think that's pretty cool. Just want to thank you again for your
Yeah,
time.
thank you so much for coming. I really appreciate it.
Yeah. So again, this is beta right here in Santana Row, close to downtown San Jose. You get your shopping done, just come check out the store. As you can kind of see here, this is one of the only places where you could see a NETGEAR product and buy it in person without having to wait for it to ship or go to Amazon or BestBuy.com. So come out. Sometimes we have some of the NETGEAR team coming out and hang out with you guys.
Yeah.
So if you have any questions, we're your guys.
Yeah, come
and,
see us. We're
Yeah,
here.
you're beta testers, so
Yeah.
you guys are geniuses at our products. So just come out.
Definitely.
So I want to thank you guys. We have our live panel with some of our other beta testers coming soon. But again, I want to thank you for your time. That was a really cool tour.
Thank you, guys.
We'll see you guys soon.
Hey everyone, it's Apoorva back here in the beta store. Thanks Angelo for the awesome tour. So I'm here with Ben Poole from Channel Marketing and also Billy, one of our beta testers here at the beta store. So I'd love to learn, how this partnership with NETGEAR and beta really started. Ben?
Great, thanks Apoorva. Yeah, so NETGEAR, we're innovators within the market, so we decided let's innovate the way that we get our products to our customers. And that's why talks with beta started. And now we have a retail shop here in Santana Row in San Jose, California. So it's really a great step forward for NETGEAR to really understand our customer a little bit more and really ask the questions that need to be asked and answer those questions. Billy's been doing a great job answering those very tough questions. Maybe been stumped a couple times, but he's learning and he's doing a really great job. So NETGEAR, it's a great way to have a great out-of-box experience so our customers can come in, pick up a router, pick up an Arlo camera, and see how it will actually work within their home environment. Will it fit behind their TV? Where is the camera going to be placed within their home? How heavy is it? So it's a great way for our customers to also interact with the apps itself, specifically the Arlo app. They can go in, turn some cameras on, browse through the app, set scheduling, check out all the different integrations. Now with Arlo Lights, they can play around with some of the interesting features that we have there. So it's a great way for customers to really experience what you can't experience in a traditional retail setting like at your Best Buy, Costco, or Staples. You can actually pull the product out and get a hands-on experience. So it's a great way for us to really innovate and bring a new shopping experience to our customers.
Great. And then Billy, what about you? What does it mean for Beta to partner with NETGEAR?
So for Beta, this is our first time that we're actually partnering with a well-established partner such as NETGEAR and dedicating 50% of our store here in Silicon Valley to selling Arlo, Orbi, and Nighthawk products. So for us as a company, not only do we get to integrate new inventions that come out throughout the world into our store, we actually get to bring in, high-end routers and home security cameras in order to use for any customer who wants to come in and be able to play with it, understand how it works, as well as get to understand the new inventions that are currently on the market.
Cool. And how have you been enjoying the beta experience here?
For me, the beta experience has involved, talking to customers, understanding where they're coming from, understanding the needs of everyone who wants a home security system, who's had drops in internet connectivity. So I get to understand the new tech that's currently out there in the market, as well as being able to understand what are the new inventions being brought to the market today, and how does it integrate with NETGEAR products. So you get to really understand the try before you buy aspect when you get to interact with customers.
Perfect. And then how have been customers, been responding to our NETGEAR products? Has the reception been good?
Yeah, so every customer who's come in here, they get to understand what the products are like. They get to touch and feel it. They get to understand things such as the Arlo Pro systems. They get to see how the security application works. You get to see how easy it is to set up the cameras, how easy it is to set up an Orbi product in their homes to be able to maximize security for their home as well as maximize the home internet connectivity. So for customers to come into beta, for our Silicon Valley location, they get to really understand what products are available in today's market and how is it going to make their lives better.
Yep. Anything that you've seen while you've been, talking to customers that you feel that customers really want to see more of?
So customers always come in asking, how's this going to integrate into my home? How's it going to make my life easier? So we talk to them about the smart home features that are capable with Orbi products, Arlo products, as well as the Nighthawk line. Customers, at the end of the day, when they get all the information, they say thank you or they want to make a purchase. They look forward to being able to see how it's going to further integrate into my home, what are the uses from this product, and how is it going to help me with securing my home, with securing my family. They want to see things that involve security and maximizing security for their home, as well as bringing out all the fun aspects that technology has to offer.
Perfect. Any hot sellers that you've noticed here at Beta?
Yeah, so for the NETGEAR products, we definitely had a great amount of sales for the RBK50. We always had people come in saying I have low internet connectivity. The Orbi line allows you to have a large home integration for internet connectivity, as well as preventing drops, having great Wi-Fi access. So the Orbi line has especially been a great product to sell here. The Arlo especially is also a great product because people come and saying, I'm looking for a home security camera, but I don't want wires, and I want to make sure it's dependable and high resolution. The Arlo Pro 2 has especially been one of those sellers for us. And there have been multiple times when we opened up just last month, we've sold out of both of these products. So there's definitely been very popular demand with customers. So we're looking forward to seeing how is that trend going to continue on in the future.
Absolutely. And then just looking around, we have awesome, our Orbi line, our Arlo line, even our Nighthawk products. What are some products that really excite you?
So I enjoy all these products, especially Nighthawk line. What I'm especially excited for, what just came out, is the XR500 Pro gaming router. So for me as a gamer, I enjoy having high internet connectivity, whether it be Wi-Fi or by Ethernet. However, this router specifically allows me to not only have geo-filtering, so as a gamer, I want to make sure I have no lag whenever I'm playing games. I want to be able to check specs. I want to make sure when I'm playing somewhere, I want to be on the same server where I live instead of having to go to another server, so I don't have any ping issues or lag time, as well as being able to check the performance of my devices, whether it be my computer, my cell phone, or anything that uses the Wi-Fi. I'm able to monitor the performance in real time, bandwidth consumption, as well as how well it's been connecting to the internet. So I'm definitely looking forward to that router, and personally, I can't wait to get my hands on one as well.
Perfect. Sounds like we have some gamers over here, and I think the Nighthawk Pro Gaming team is going to be super happy to hear that. Well, thanks you guys for your time, and this is Ben, Billy, and stay tuned for more CES coverage. Thanks for tuning in.
Hey guys, hope everyone enjoyed our field trip to the beta store here today. Unfortunately, that concludes CES 2018's live stream here at NETGEAR. Apoorva, Justin, Angelo, any final remarks?
Yeah, definitely. That field trip was super fun. Huge shout out to the beta team here and everyone at the beta store for having us here. Thanks everyone for tuning in. Definitely had a lot of fun here with Angelo and Josh this past week, and look forward to more content on our YouTube page.
Yeah, definitely. I'm pretty sure I can speak on behalf of everybody at Beta when we're really excited about this NETGEAR partnership, and we're just really looking forward to what's going to come from it.
Yeah, awesome. So my closing remarks, I want to thank you guys again. This has been a super fun week, filming all our segments and, just, showing what NETGEAR's got, because, this is, we just kind of stepped up what we did at CES 2017, and we're going to keep upping the ante from there. So again, this is San Jose here. We're signing off, and thank you, and tune back to us soon.
We hope you guys enjoyed that look at the new beta store down on Santana Row. Gives you sort of an up close and personal look, even if you can't get there. We were really excited about CES this week. We saw a lot of great things, kind of overwhelming in the showroom, don't you think?
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, all the new products. I mean, it was a great time to, again, just kind of share what NETGEAR has in store in 2018.
We had a lot of great highlights this week. We launched our Nighthawk Pro Gaming. We announced our partnership with Seoul Dynasty. We talked about the new gaming products, Outdoor Orbi, Arlo Lights, Arlo Smart, Insight 4.0. The list goes on and on.
Oh yeah, and speaking of Seoul Dynasty, just the other day they actually won their opening match in the Overwatch League. So, big congrats to them, and let's keep that momentum going, guys.
NETGEAR is very proud of our partners and who we sponsor and all our products. So we really, really appreciate this time getting to share it with you guys, listen to your comments, feedback, suggestions, and we hope to continue to bring you content this year, and we're really excited about that. What was your favorite thing that went on outside of the showroom?
Outside of the showroom, I mean, it was a very busy week, and so I think just the ability to unwind with with some of the team here, who helped produce this and put this live stream together. I think we all had a great time, from those private concerts we were able to attend that were pretty exclusive, and just being a part of that, it was real fun.
Yeah, it was great. I'm gonna miss the happy hours every day, socializing with everybody, food, drink. Yeah, it was great here. Had a great experience. We want to take a moment to thank everybody behind the scenes, Will Sierra, Mark Wilson, and everybody back in San Jose. You guys contributed with us, and this has been amazing. We've had such a great time, and we look forward to seeing you guys next time.